I'm Susan Bond, and this is my good friend Dave Hansen. Join us for MacCasts. We guarantee you a feel-good story and great free resources.
We're new, we're fun, and we're putting community back into commerce.
Hi, Michelle Barber again, aka Style Queenie. If you haven't already checked out my blog, you should go to stylequeenie.com and read what I've been talking about recently. I cover lots of topics, not just about style, but lots of different things. So go check it out. Today on the podcast, I wanted to talk a little bit about how we can turn our weaknesses into strengths. So how do we do that? Have you ever had anybody say anything about you that hasn't been really nice? If you haven't, chances are you're going to have that happen, because here's the thing is we have absolutely no control over what people say about us. We only have control over how we react to what they say. So how do we control our reactions? It can become a little bit tricky at times. So when I was younger, when I was in school, I had to wear a uniform. And here's a picture of me and my whole high school, that grade that I was in, all wearing our uniforms. And the only way that we could be unique would be to wear different shoes. There were guidelines, but I always found a way to add my own unique funkiness to it. So I had these shoes, and these shoes were kind of like a little bit like a hiking boot, those that are kind of in right now. And they were different. Nobody was wearing that kind of thing. And I remember people making fun of me, them saying things like, oh my gosh, can you believe she's wearing those shoes? And so at the time, I mean, I'm thinking I was probably about 14 or 15. At that time, I wasn't completely confident, and saying these things, these people, it kind of hurt a little bit. So I kind of thought to myself, well, what do I do? Do I change what I'm doing? Do I change who I am because of what they feel about me? Or do I just continue being me? So I made a choice at that time, and I decided I was going to continue being me and wearing my own unique style. And here's a funny thing. A few weeks later, I saw a lot of people coming to school wearing almost the exact same shoes. Well, okay, so why were they making fun of me? I think what it was is they were not feeling great about themselves and wanted to kind of, because it was something different, it made them a little bit uncomfortable. But what they found was they actually liked it, and they ended up doing it themselves. So it made me realize that me being unique is actually a really good thing. This isn't the only time people have made fun of me. And, you know, again, I have a choice how I let this affect me. So when I was about 14, I didn't grow. I was probably less than 5 foot. And I remember my nickname at the time was Stumpy. They thought it was funny to call me names because I really wasn't very tall. And when you're developing your self-esteem, when you're in your teenage years, these things can really affect how you feel about yourself. So again, I made that choice, and I didn't let it concern me. I actually had a math teacher that got me up in front of the class, was having me do a problem on the chalkboard, and I couldn't figure out the answer. And she actually said, go ahead and sit down. You're stupid. I'm going to have somebody else do it. Well, it didn't make me feel like I was the smartest person. But again, it kind of almost motivated me to want to prove people wrong, to prove that I could be who I was and not have to worry about what other people were thinking. So here's why I'm talking about this today. I had no control over how anybody treated me or what they said about me. And I wanted to be my unique self. So I did not let any of the words or any of the actions of any of those people define who I was going to be. In fact, I kind of embraced it. So we're going to take a short break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about how self-care and self-love can really be the thing that determine how you get through challenging times like this. So stick around, we'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. Like I talked about before, people are going to say things and do things that are going to make us feel less about ourselves. But here's the thing. There are so many positive things in this world, so many things we can be grateful for. So I don't know about you, but I would much rather focus on the things that I can feel happy about, feel gratitude for, and feel that just abundance of love. The older I get, the more I realize that I just don't want negativity in my life, and I don't need it from myself either. And so that's why self-love is so important. When I talk about self-love, I'm not just talking about a massage here or a pedicure there. I'm talking about allowing ourselves to feel how amazing we are, to actually love ourselves, to say nice things to ourselves, to believe those things that we say and we feel. Have you ever done something that was kind of silly or stupid and you've said, oh my gosh, I'm such a klutz? Or can you believe I did that stupid thing again? Well, our body kind of absorbs those words, those negative words. And so to me, I've always found that it's important for me to want to be able to say nice things to myself, positive things to myself, because if I'm going to be saying things, I may as well embrace those and have good things going on rather than the negative things. So as I think back to my teenage years, I cannot be angry or upset about any of the bad things that happened to me because, you know, here's the thing is it helped me be the best that I could be. It helped me grow. It helped me be the strong and confident woman that I am today. And so while I would actually like to protect my kids from a lot of the negativity that's in the world, I also don't want to take that opportunity from them to grow. Because what I've learned is that failure is actually working through the struggles, learning from the mistakes, learning from the things that people say, changing how we feel about ourselves no matter what anybody else says or does. Because you know what? We're not going to have any control over what people say or feel about us. We only can control us and how we react to it. So don't forget, check out stylequeenie.com. Go to the website, see all of my posts, check us out on social media. And then if you do get a chance, go to fm100.com, check out my previous podcasts, download them on the FM100 app. And we're going to be doing this regularly, so make sure you check back. So as we say in England, until next time, cheerio.
I'm Susan Bond, and this is my good friend Dave Hansen. Join us for MacCasts. We guarantee you a feel-good story and great free resources.
We're new, we're fun, and we're putting community back into commerce.